All right, halfway house, Wednesday morning, a little chilly. The camera was messed up on my phone, so I couldn't film the other day, but I did get this thing running. First thing I did is pull the plugs. Had some AC Delcos. They all pretty much looked like this. So I pulled the plugs, squirted some oil in the cylinders, squirted some WD-40 in the cylinders, and had some MSD plugs I pulled out of a 455 that were still in super good shape. Threw those in there. Pulled the distributor out, primed the oil pump. And in the process, I noticed that the rats had chewed up all the insulation on the negative going from the coil to the distributor. Put it back together anyway with my fingers crossed. I pulled the fan off and the belt so I get to the balancer easier, turn it over by hand. Turn it over easily and smoothly. Carb's pretty crusty, but it's not frozen, so I had maybe an ounce of gas, 2 ounces of gas, and I squirted in there. And this thing fired up with the first bump of the key, I swear. So went to the gas station to get more fuel. Saw my buddy there. He wanted to come check it out. So I tried to fill up the bowls through the vents. And, you know, however many ounces that takes, about half my little squirt bottle. And it fired right up again, and it idled for 20 seconds, and then it just completely shut off. And it sounded like it lost spark. And so sure enough, no spark. And I was like, I better check that wire. And this wire had severed. So I do have a HEI that I might throw in there and run some new plug wires. I need to dig through the trunk of my Star Chief because I think I do have a couple Pontiac distributors that hopefully still have a good ground wire. So I'm going to start there and hopefully get this thing running and idling again in the next couple hours. But need to do some digging, see if I can find another distributor. Wish me luck. Alright, I got the deck lid of the Star Chief cleared off. I'm going to do some digging. Hopefully I can find a distributor in here that is halfway decent. If not, I'm going to pull that other distributor and just run a new wire. Hopefully. Never done that before, but anyway, we got tail lights, we got reverse lights, we got reverse light deletes, armrests, horns, balancers, wipers. I know this is brand new push rods and rockers. Some Pontiac GMC valve covers, washer deal, timing covers. What is that? Looks like power steering. More stick shift pedals, dipsticks, pulleys, trim. I don't see any distributors. Let me keep digging. Alright, this car stinks. I'm going to go ahead and spray the door panels and the seats with some simple green I got. And let this stuff soak while I'm messing with this distributor situation we got going on here. See how she comes out. Not too bad so far. I haven't even scrubbed it. I just sprayed it with simple green and a bunch of tough stuff. You can hear it sizzling. Well, I can't. I don't know if you can. So, back to the distributor. I think I'm going to forget about the HEI deal. I did get this wire cut, snaked back through. Is that a verb? Snaked back through the grommet. This appears to be the correct size, so I think I'm just going to redo that connector, run a whole new wire all the way to the coil, and as you can tell, well, let's get out of the shadows, but it's actually really clean under here. So I'm going to keep the points and we're going to rock the points. So let's go back together with her. Actually, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Brand new wire going down there. I drilled out that grommet just a little bit to slide that new wire in there, and it actually went right through. So she's back together. I got some fuel right here. I'm going to lube her up. This is just 93 octane with a little bit of two-stroke oil. I don't know. Old Derek Vice Grip Garage says that it helps lube this shit up, and that's a good idea. You know, it's been sitting for 20 years, so I did the same thing. Actually, I've been doing that for years now after I saw Derek do it. So I did it when I initially started this thing, and let me try to top off this carb and hook the battery back up, and let's see if she'll fire up. All right, it's super bright out here, but I do have the key on. Got my starter button hooked up. Got a little bit of fuel in there. Let's see what she does. Oh my goodness, I got the timing pretty close, I guess. See if we can keep her running. I'm not a lefty trying to do this one-handed. I did fill up the bowls pretty good, used most of this. Burn like kitten. That's actually running better than it was last time. Maybe I got the timing closer this time, but I just made a mark on the firewall and just lined up the rotor, and yeah, it's running really good. Oh. She's alive. Alright, use the whole thing. I spilled a pretty good amount. It might be flooded, but let's try it anyway. Oh, there she blows. Hell yeah. Oh, we got tail lights, our brake lights. Sounds pretty good. See how the interior cleaned up. Still haven't scrubbed it yet, it's just been soaking, but it's looking pretty good so far. Thing runs good. I got nothing pumping out of the fuel pump yet, but like I said, this gas tank was leaking on the drive home. So, might be time to take it to the next level and try to run it off a gas can. Let's see if we got an accelerator pump. Running out of fuel, but we do have accelerator pump. I think that's going to conclude this part of the Grand Prix series. I am going to put the fan and belt back on and put some coolant in the radiator and find a small fuel tank and run it off that. It seems to run tits, man. I didn't really get a chance to clean up the interior. We'll have to save that for another time too. So if I can get some brakes on this thing, I'm gonna try to find a master cylinder. Like I said, I got another one in the trunk of this bad boy, and it's crustier than the one that's on it, but I can't get it to take any fluid. The pedal moves, it's not seized or anything, but it's not moving any fluid. So yeah, needs a master cylinder. And then obviously when we get the fuel tank hooked up, we'll see if that fuel pump works and go from there. But I'm tired. I've been up since 5 a.m. and I came out here first daylight to start messing with this thing. So I'm calling it a day. That I've been trying to kickstart this other bike over here and it's being a pain. So I'm done. I'm worn out. I think I broke my ankle. I need a damn brewski and a shower. So I'll see y'all next time. Next time we'll definitely clean up the interior and get it running off a gas can. Try to get it idling, see if we can get some timing dialed in, carburetor work and all that crap, and go from there. And hopefully by then I'll have another master cylinder and we can get her braking, I hope. But I do have brake lights. I got tail lights. The rats chewed up the harness going to the dimmer switch, so I don't have any headlights yet, but no big deal. I do have a horn. I got a cold light. I got a oil pressure light on the dash, so I got some electronics working. But anyway, halfway house. I'll see y'all later.